It would probably be good if we could actually get up on Saturday morning early enough to actually take care of this before we started the stream.
See, we usually do. We did last week.
Yeah, but we didn't the week before that. And I think not the week before that. Or the week before that.
Something about this morning, we just kept sleeping.
I think it's that, you know, when we went out to your birthday dinner last night, we had a lot of caffeine consumption. And we stayed up very late.
I consumed no caffeine yesterday.
That is a lie and you know it.
I took one sip out of your cup.
That would be some caffeine, thank you.
Hardly a lot of caffeine.
Would you do something for me? Hello there.
Uh-huh. Oh. I was apparently too far away to redeem that quest. There we go. Or complete it.
Tut.
What? Don't judge me. Food.
Slight judging. But that is the one thing that LOTRO does that I wished WoW would do.
What?
And is like my favorite quality of life thing.
What?
When you're too far away from the thing you're trying to interact with, your character just walks over to it.
It is very nice. It's very nice. Okay, where...
Come back to the stable master here.
Oh, are we just gonna swift travel back?
Yeah, and then we can swift travel over to the dwarf fortress again. So
Okay.
we shouldn't spend the next 10 minutes going around the ice bay yet again.
Praise be unto merciful Xenu for that. Can you not teleport us there?
No, I mean, it's where our milestone is bound, but I haven't unlocked the skill to teleport there.
Why don't we just use the milestone? Or do you want to hold on to that?
Because we're going to go talk to Arvidui, and then we're probably going to talk to Saya again, and then she's going to be like, go back to Surikila.
Well, okay then.
Greetings.
Okay, so we're where?
Surikila.
I don't see oh, there it is. Sarikila.
So efficient.
Yep. Welcome, welcome, people, to the stream. Glad that you're here with us on this fine Saturday morning. Well, morning for us, anyway. Hope you're all having a good Saturday, and yeah, thanks for spending some time of it with us. I'm still eating breakfast, so if you see me eating or drinking during the stream, I apologize if that offends you, but you're gonna have to deal with it because I'm hungry. Okay, and then...
Zigglgund.
I love being able to swift travel.
It is very nice. And don't be ashamed of eating your breakfast. We're eating brownies. There's nothing to be ashamed of at this point.
This is also true, because we're adults like that.
And then you have a nice cold glass of milk to wash it down.
Yep. Hopefully this time it doesn't wreck with my, wreak havoc on my stomach, though. Like the last stream I had milk right before.
You requested it today. I did not even hand it to you.
I know. I'm aware. I took the Lactaid. Kind of sucks developing lactose intolerance when you're, you know, getting up to your near end of life.
Oh, you're not even halfway through your life. You stop that.
Near end of life. Yeah.
Your grandpa's like almost 3 times your age, and he's nowhere like near end of life.
That's true. He's more active than some people 30 years younger than he is. And still no idea how he's... How? It's those kale shakes, I'm telling you.
And ribs. He loves ribs.
That's true, he does love ribs. Although I didn't know that until yesterday.
No, kitty.
Is the cat being a pill?
He wants my brownie.
He would. That's our cat. Sadie! Hey! It's good to see you again. It's been a while. But yeah, we made it to affiliate, what, 2-3 weeks ago?
Something like that.
Oh, this is a signature. I don't know. It's a named signature.
I mean, he's not that beefy. I'm way past him at this point.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take him. Come on back.
Well, I'm gonna be dragging the dude with me.
Do it. Assuming he's even gonna be alive by the time you get back. Here, I'll kite him, so that you can get credit. Wait, what? He just kind of stayed there. I got no loot off of him.
I didn't either.
Yeah, we've our schedule's kind of changed a bit from what it used to be. With me going back to school, life just got too crazy for us to try and do streaming still, 4 days a week. So it's really only been on Saturdays, for now. But I'm glad that you're back. I'm glad to see you again. I was concerned something might have happened. So happy to see you. Okay, so where exactly are we headed? Oh, back to Arvidui.
Yeah, back to the ghost of the dead king.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, look, another one of these territory markers. I do like all the cracking ice sounds.
It is a nice little ambience. Oh, I'm apparently being attacked by one of these Worgen people.
They're Guardine. They're not cursed, not druids.
I know, but to answer your question, Sadie, we've been all right. Like I said, life's been a little crazy because school, but thankfully the semester's about to wrap up, and I'll get at least a little bit of a break. Although I say that, and we've got the winter games or the summer games coming up for work, so.
And you have a friend's wedding.
That's true, and we gotta get that plane ticket today. Which, unfortunately, you will not be able to probably join me on, so.
It's okay. He wants you there far more than he wants me there.
True, but I mean, his dad was one of your professors at college, so.
His dad's not the one getting married.
No, but I think his dad would kind of find it cool to be able to see one of his old students that he remembered. I don't know. I think it would be fun for everyone involved, but whatevs.
I mean, no doubt it would be fun, but it's not one of those things where if it doesn't happen, I need to be heartbroken.
I accidentally I tagged something.
You're just so full of death.
Well, I tried to I tried to just go for the Worgen guy, but you killed him, and then I accidentally tabbed onto the worm. So yeah, 4Chill is it's been very interesting up here. The epic quest has been I don't know, it's cool to see Arvidui, because if you know the deeper lore and whatnot, it's a big kind of bone toss to the fans. So. Thank thee, friend from the south, thou hast earned me one step closer to redemption. Pride can be such a terrible thing. I desired out of pride to return to Fornost and cause the death of many elves. Ah, but I speak of things that I should not dwell upon. I may one day forgive my pride, but that day is not yet come. Long after Thoraville perished, another ship came into the ice bay. It, too, was from Mithlond, and I can only assume it was seeking news of the Thoraval and its crew. That ship also perished, but the elves attempted to flee its destruction. I do not believe they perished in the cold waters, at least not all, but I cannot say what their final fate was. Perhaps the seer of Lesoth who sent thee to find the ship would know. Return to her and seek her guidance once more. Hooray! Lots of running around.
No, you love it.
Yep. Love is not the word I would have picked for it, but it is what it is.
At least we're only going over to Saya, and she's on this side of the ice bay.
True. Makes things nice and simple. So, oh wait, no, you're not a lore master, you're a hunter, that's right.
My main's a lore master. Why?
Do you want a hateful worm eye?
Oh no, she's good.
I figured as much.
She's much too high a level to need the weapon she could get for those things.
I figured as much. You got a worm chasing you.
Why would it do that?
I don't know, because you ran by it.
These guards will kill it.
So after this is Eregion, which is where Dill has been dying for us to go for the longest time, right?
Yep.
Okay, and that's where Celebrimbor and everyone used to be.
Yep. And it's the area basically between, well, south of Rivendell, but right where the gates of Moria are.
Ooh, cool. Well, yeah, that's right, because didn't Celebrimbor and one of the dwarves forge those gates?
I believe so.
May I be of help to you?
You found the body of the sea monster. You also found the shade of the Gaunt King. That is most unexpected, but perhaps not as surprising as it might have been.
I do not think we should...
As you've spoken with the Gaunt King, I will tell you what I have learned of his story, but there are things you must do. But first, there are things you must do. My information does not come without a price. Speak to me when you are ready to hear the tasks I have for you.
I do not think...
To the south and west, ice giants have come down from the mountains, threatening all who hunt in those lands. Go forth and meet them, drive them from the lands of Losoth. Such a deed will help to prove your loyalty. You may find them easier to deal with if you draw them to the hot springs that spout up within their camp. When you have completed this task, return to me for further instruction.
I do not think we should...
Upon the western shores of the Ice Bay, where the storms often rage the worst, to dwell fell spirits sent to Angmar to trouble the Losoth. The demons raise up terrible wights and make it a place of great dread. Go forth and banish these foul creatures from the shores of Forochel. You will find them above this cave, south and west from its mouth, and then north into the ruins. When you have fulfilled your task, return to me here. Okie dokie!
So every time the word Losoth comes up, I think of Loth whatevers from Rebels.
Lasot?
Well, and there's Lasot too, but I also think of like Loth wolves and
Oh.
Loth cats. And...
You see, because I was always thinking Lasot every time she said Lasoth. And I'm like, you're not Zeb. You people are not Zebs. Garazeb Aurelius, that's who I was trying to think of. That's his name. We should watch that again. It's a fun series.
And then I also remember that he was that evil dude in D3.
Yep. Well, also the antagonist in season 1 of Legend of Korra.
That was Amon?
Yeah, you looked it up.
I don't remember that. I look these things up frequently because I don't
Yeah.
remember everything.
No, yeah, he was Amon. You think about it, you can totally hear him.
Yeah, I can hear it.
But he was Amon. Not to be confused with the Amon from StarCraft 2.
It was probably worse.
Well, yeah, probably. Arguably.
Worse than a dude just trying to remove bending from the world.
No, I mean, he wanted to cover the whole galaxy in darkness, so...
You need 5 more of these guys.
I need 1? Oh, whites. Yes, we need 5 more.
They'll respawn. just running around in circles, disturbing the dead.
You know, there was a song in the 90s, like, I don't need to walk around in circles and whatnot, so.
I walk alone
Oh!
the road.
I completely forgot the webcam. Well, while we're waiting, I can turn that on.
Tut, tut. That's true. I'm looking over the stream and there's a webcam. It just didn't even occur to me.
Didn't occur to me either. Although, odd. There we go. I must have turned on the wrong camera feature, so.
Oh, that's silly.
Okay, there we go. Thank you for pointing that out, Dill. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. It did not even register. I spun up the stream and yeah.
Ew, he left behind vapors.
Yep.
Ah, here we go. 2 more over here.
Perfect.
Now for ice giants.
Yep.
Who unfortunately cannot.
You're not on mic.
Who unfortunately cannot catapult you to the moon. I'm not on mic?
Oh, I didn't hear you on mic initially.
Oh.
I was a bit delayed for some reason.
Weird. Maybe our internet's having more issues. But
I hope
saying-
not.
we're saying unfortunately they cannot catapult you to the moon like Skyrim giants.
Skyrim giants are OP.
Technically speaking, the shooting people up into the air is a bug.
Yeah, but it's Bethesda, so they don't fix non-game breaking bugs.
Because they're really funny.
Yeah. Until they're not, like until when you're playing Fallout 4, and literally every time you get in or out of power armor, your radiation thing spikes to maximum. Even inside of a settlement.
Fixed for that, didn't you?
Yeah, I died. And then that somehow fixed it.
Dying fixes a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I didn't break my leg this time.
You should be very proud of yourself.
I am proud of myself. Welcome, new people to the stream. Glad that you're here with us today. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday with us, and just enjoying. Hope you enjoy this. So, feel free to chime in on chat. We're always happy to see who's here.
There's an ice worm.
There's 2 ice giants.
There's that too.
See, I tried to solo them, and I was not doing anywhere near as much damage. Although this guy is. Oh, he's signature.
Oh, no, they all.
Oh, they're
are.
all signature.
So come here.
Oh, well, hold on.
Hide him over here.
Ow. I'm stunned. Is that a hot spring?
Yeah. And so you'll notice he's got a buff right now that he's doing extra damage.
Yeah.
If he comes into this red square, essentially, that goes away.
Oh, perfect.
Because for some reason, beings that are weak to warm, humid air made their camp above warm, humid air.
Don't question our plot armor.
This is the making it solo friendly part.
You know, you really are like the peanut butter to my mayonnaise sandwich.
Ew.
That's a compliment.
Who eats peanut butter mayonnaise sandwiches?
Kit Boga.
Does the old lady he play eats peanut butter mayonnaise sandwiches,
The-
or does the guy actually eat them?
I don't know. Probably. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's a character thing, but
Considering she does lots of gross things with food.
I've actually not watched Kit Boga in a while.
You've not been feeling it as much.
Well, we've had other things going on in life. Things that actually, have an immediate relevance to our life and future plans that it's more important I'm informed on. As much as I do love scam baiting videos.
Kitty.
Is the cat demanding attention?
I heard him meow.
So yes, he's demanding attention.
I don't know where he is, though.
I assume somewhere in this room if we heard him meow.
Maybe he walked out.
I just realized we're actually not these guys are actually on par with us level-wise.
Yeah.
Most everything we've gone up against has been at least, a couple levels below.
These guys are the scary elites.
Okay. I can go for that.
Back to Saya.
Oh. Still passes that last brownie.
There's one more brownie in the tray for you.
For me? I thought the last one was for you.
No, I took 2 to work yesterday.
Well, okay then.
You get a surprise brownie.
I do indeed, it seems. Yay. Although, if you want it, you can have it. You are the birthday girl.
It's okay. These are very rich. I probably don't need another one.
They are extremely rich. They're tasty, but they are extremely rich. You are correct in that.
They're super easy to make, though, and not hard at all. I probably make them again in the future.
Well, they're definitely easier than my brownies, but they're not quite as good as my brownies.
No. They're their own creature.
Yeah, well, because, peanut butter caramel swirl in brownies is kind of a big deal.
But it does take, 2 hours and every pot we own.
Yeah, it is a process. It is a big process. But, oh, they are tasty. I think that might be about the only thing that the people at my previous job, when I worked at iHeart, still miss about me not being there.
Abby misses you.
True.
I bet she does.
True. Well, the thing is, she's not doing feedback anymore, so it's that they farmed it out to whatever iHeart's doing for public affairs stuff. So she doesn't need a producer quite as much. Only an elf of great valor would dare to face such mighty and terrible creatures. You have proved your prowess. Your task was futile, for a mortal cannot eternally banish a spirit, but your courage in the face of such horror speaks well of you. You have earned the right to hear this tale, which has been kept from my kindred, and is known only to them and to very few among the learned wise. Kept by my kindred, okay. When the great sea monster came to take the Lahai Hera away, my people begged him not to mount upon it, for the Witch King could send terrible storms to drown them all, but he would not listen. Surely, as the monster moved out into the great water, a most violent storm came from the north and caused the monster to be dashed upon the ice and slain. For many days the storm raged, and all who were caught outside of the village perished in the deep snow and blinding ice rain that poured from the sky. When it finally ended, we went in search of the survivors, both the Lumivaki and of those who had gone out upon the sea monster, but there were none. In the following year, another sea monster appeared, like unto the first, but it was slain ere it neared the land, and the Vanavaki who rode upon it fled its ruin. Though we found many bodies frozen in the ice, the trail was lost at the mouth of a cave sealed by ice. This cave lies within Talvi Mordi. It is a dangerous place, but I do not think that you should fear to go there. I myself will guide you there when you are ready. If the elf does not live, you will likely not find any remains beyond his clothing. If you bore this ring you seek, it should be among his belongings if they remain. Alright. Well, I dinged.
The winter wind speaks your
On the ding.
You're in a queue and will be teleported in a moment. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ow. Ooh, Gandalf.
Where Eariel, the captain of the elf ship Thoroval, had long ago taken refuge. The Losoth seer, Saya, guides the heroes from the south in search of Narquil.
We must hurry if we are to find your ring, Vontu.
Let's go.
Yeah, we must hurry, but I'm going to stand here and make sure that we go through this dialogue. Yeah, I want to melee Runekeeper it up. Come on, let's move. Look, Mordrimbor is nearer at hand than we thought.
Look, he's up there.
I see him. Hey, I outlevel him now. Didst thou think that with the aid of this elderly hag thou wouldst best me? Yeah, I did, actually. I will claim Narquil as my own and deliver it to my new master. New master? Thou will bow at my feet before thy death. Okay, new master? Master? Who? No, Matt. You know something you're not telling me.
I know several things about this particular instance that I'm not telling you.
But why?
This is a really good torch.
Apparently.
At least Saya helps with the killing. She's
This
not
is
just
true.
pure escort.
Yeah, not like Deirdre. Who basically was the living embodiment of that one Epic NPC Man video.
He even cried.
Yeah. Moved about, 3 steps a year and stopped and cried literally every time. Slow down, adventure!
It's like your favorite quote from that place.
It's a funny one.
It's
I mean, those people do good work.
or they do. They still make videos.
Yeah.
YouTube recommended one of their videos to me like 2 days ago.
Well, I mean, since I've basically kind of sworn off Facebook, I haven't watched them quite as much, just because that's where I used to basically see them. But yeah, no, they do good work. They're very funny. Although my favorite line has to be the one that we constantly quote. Morning, nice day for fishing, ain't it?
So that friends who've never seen that know to expect it.
Yep. Well, heck, my family knows to expect it at this point. Like you remember Jacob just being like, yeah, I guess. He wasn't quite used to us being, only married into the family for how long had they been married at that point? 4 months?
Not long.
Yeah. It's crazy to think they've been married almost 2 years at this point.
And they have a baby.
Yep, and they have a baby. Chunky little Austin. Just watch, he's gonna end up being like one of those like rail-thin 8-year-olds.
It usually happens.
Dost thou still persist? I must give thee credit, Vontu. I did not believe thou would live this long.
He really doesn't have a high opinion of our abilities.
Do not trust that this will continue. Soon I will tire of thee, and thy quest will end. All those who placed hope in thee will suffer until their bitter end. I cannot wait to kill him.
Feeling is mutual on his part.
Yeah, but you see, I have something he doesn't. Plot armor.
Look, there's something going on up there.
Are we supposed to... Oh. I guess we are supposed to interact with the firebrand.
With the strongest torches ever made.
They're Angmarum torches. I guess that must mean something. Wait, what? Oh, this way.
We're just leaving Saya behind. Bye, lady.
I know what that feels like.
Does it feel good to do it to her?
No, I mean, I'm not one of those spiteful, you know, you did it to me, I have to do it to you types. I'm not a hypocrite. I am so glad it's the weekend.
And we, like, have nothing planned this weekend.
We have nothing planned for like the next several. I mean, next weekend's 4th of July, so I'm sure we'll come up with something to do, but...
No fireworks allowed.
Well, not where we are. But I'm sure there'll still be some at, like, the baseball stadium.
Would you go?
We can see him from where we're at.
Sort of. But yeah.
What?
Sort of. But yeah.
Well, we saw him perfectly fine at New Year's.
That's true. It's just, we're far enough away that it's one of those things where, like...
The buildings block it.
Oh no, the sound is like 4 seconds after the actual firework.
Not true. I don't know. I don't really care too much. But yeah, it's weird to not really have anything planned this weekend. It's like I can actually spend time doing other things. It's great.
Oh, she says, listen.
Hey, listen.
Up there.
What progress hast thou made? Work is slow, master. It will take time. If thou cannot do the work, I shall find someone who can. No, please. I have a feeling he did. Ah! Another hindrance.
Yeah, he's dead.
Some new strength that drives him. Where's this hindrance?
Right
Oh.
here.
Yeah, that is a strong torch. Frick.
Another one. I think at this point, Mordremore's going to start killing more of his men than we killed.
I don't think he sees them as anything other than resources.
Probably not, but definitely making our life easier.
Yeah. We have no torch to burn this one down.
I mean, these guys don't count, apparently.
I am tired and this fight is not mine. Go and defeat Mordrenbor. Maybe we can find out more about this new master of his. Oh. There's a torch.
The rumbling knocked down that one.
It appears that way. Ah, I was wondering if thou would make it this far. Thou hast quite a talent for avoiding death. You'll find I'm full of surprises. If thou dost insist on hindering my progress, then I will deal with thee now. If thou would but aid me, thou would receive great rewards. My new master knows how to honor those who aid him. Nay, then thou wilt not leave this place.
He walked right into that bear trap.
Let us see how thee fare against the winds of the north. Pretty well, apparently.
Yeah, you're not even sending elite winds at us.
Dost thou hear it? The winds carry fell voices. I just...
Oh.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. That scared me. It's like, no! No!
Like, wow, he has power over our internet. What a mighty being.
Angmar has power over things more terrible than thy darkest nightmares.
I'm just gonna stand here for a bit and think about Ents.
Yep.
He's a coward.
I tire of this. Come, join with me, Vontu. Those who stand against Mordrenbor, the champion of Angmar and servant of the Great Eye, will surely fall. Champion of Angmar? A lofty title. Ah, the hag. Thou hast come to die as well. Die? Nay, I think not. Thou hast revealed much. Treacherous tongues should not wag so freely. Oh, great. Is treacherous? Is this what I think? Is what I think about to happen going to happen? Yep. Didst thou believe I would be so foolish as to let thee go unwatched to Foragel? Mistress, thou wilt pay for thine insolence. I have to admit, I did not see that one coming.
T-posed.
What?
On my screen, she T-posed for like 2 seconds.
This is not over! Okay, so my question is, how did she know all that deeper lore stuff?
Because she was there.
So then how was she, how did the Lumivaki know her as like the old hag or whatever, or yeah. Found a fragment of Narquil.
She was so close, and she just got so upset she missed it.
Okay, so what do we do now?
The fire that blocked the way they went has gone out now.
Hey, T. DeGrell! Welcome, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Thanks so much for chiming in. Let us know who you are, or let us know that you're here. Okay then. Well, that I will admit that was a twist I did not see coming. Up until she started speaking.
Very boldly.
Very Shakespearean. We are on Arkenstone. So are we basically done here in Forchel?
We're pretty close.
Okay.
Because now both pieces of the ring have been found.
Well, yeah, that's why I was asking if we were getting close to being done here in Forchel. That wasn't too bad. I mean, it was a lot of riding around, but it wasn't terrible. Though I can see why people forego the epic quest on like when they're leveling up other characters, because this is very long.
Pretty good story.
It's a good story. I don't dispute that. I can just what I'm saying is I can just see why people would not go through it a second time. Is all.
I tend to go through it every time.
You see, like, I remember with SWOTR, they basically made you go through it, because that's how you got your companions that you could send on missions and stuff, and a large part of the way that you were able to progress further and actually, gain XP and whatnot was by using, was by going through the class storyline. The elf captain perished then. I will not grieve, for he escaped this Middle-earth to land much greener, so the elves say. This ring fragment should be brought to Elrond of Rivendell, for he is wise in matters of the enemy. A ring of power, however minor, is a dangerous thing. Give Master Elrond my gratitude, for it was in his care that my progeny were raised. If any of my line remain, speak well of me to them and bring them hope of great deeds to come.
Yay, that's teleport.
I am all for that. You have a question in chat.
No, like, I have a separate channel, and I'm currently using it to watch the stream, but I've never just streamed on my own. Whenever we stream, we tend to be playing together.
Yep. Welcome, new people to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here with us this Saturday. Feel free to chime in on chat. Let us know who you are, and yeah, just thanks for being here with us. I've been playing... Okay, so I've tried playing it back in 2017, and I just could not get into it, because I was doing a lot of it solo. But my wife talked me into playing it again, like just streaming it at the beginning of the year, or what, about March? January to March, somewhere in that range, hon?
Something like that.
Yeah, and so we've been playing it consistently since about then. I mean, at this point, our life is just so busy, we only really have time to do it, like, Saturdays. But yeah, hopefully things will calm down enough that we can get go back to streaming more consistently.
And I've been playing off and on since probably about 2010 or 2011. I seem to recall when I started playing Rise of Isengard was brand new. So... yeah, I go a long time without playing, and then I'll play a lot for a few months, and then I'll go a long time without playing.
You have returned from Forechellen with the fragment of Narquil. And what is this you say? The shade of Arvidui remained there? A foul end to a good man. May the Valar have mercy upon his spirit. His greetings are welcomed, but they will be welcomed more by his heir, I think. Go to Aragorn and tell him of your meeting with Arvidui. Unlike many men, I think you will find he does not fear the dead or word of them. He is in one of the guest rooms along the road that winds up the southern slopes of the Vale of Imladris.
We're back into warmth and color.
Oh, you have a band in game? That's cool.
I've seen some bands playing. Like, I've never attended the Weatherstock or anything like that, but I've seen some bands playing, and it's always a lot of fun.
When is Weatherstock?
I don't remember.
We'll have to go check it out on stream one of these days when it actually starts.
We should. I bet it would be a ton of fun.
Oh, I'm sure it would be.
I know that, like, there's so many people that you're supposed to, like, dismiss your pets and hide your capes so that way the game doesn't have to animate all the fluttering.
Oh, really?
And it just helps cut down on the lag a little bit.
Wow. It's that intense. So do they have like a whole event planner and everything to go with that too? Like, you know, this band can take the stage at this time and et cetera, et cetera? It's kind of nuts. That's just all community driven, isn't it?
I think so. Like, at this point, like, when it happens, the game gives out official announcements, but I don't think they organize any of it.
Well, yeah, because I mean, that seems like something that would be very much a community thing. Wow, that's crazy. That's one thing I've noticed about LOTRO is that they've got just a very active and well-knit community. It's pretty cool. Alas, such weight King Arvidui must bear. Thank you for your tidings, my friend. When there was more time, we might speak at more length of your meeting.
Greetings.
I thank you again for bringing word of your meeting with the Shade of Arvidui. I hope that his spirit will find rest from its exile. In the meantime, Lairdin has been awaiting news of your efforts. You should go to him and tell him of your adventures. He's in the chambers on the first floor of the last homely house. Go with the goodwill of all the free peoples. Aw, Dill, you didn't have to send us mail. That's so nice of you.
How's your game going?
Yeah, who are you rooting for in this match? Well, I guess who's playing in this match? And who are you rooting for? No, it's appreciated that you do that. It really is. Thank you. Wales versus Denmark. Okay, and who are you rooting for on that one? I mean, I know nothing about the teams and who's going, and who's playing and everything else right now. So, well, okay then. Yeah, like even if I lived in Europe, I doubt I would be super interested into it. I'm not a sports guy. Like, it's never... I've just never had any interest in, you know, like sports, period. Or at least, like, spectating. Although, that having been said, when I still worked for iHeart and we got the tickets to the minor league hockey stuff for the box suite, that was fun. Those were fun games to go to, but that was because we had, you know, suite tickets, so...
We were there for the food and the friends as much as hockey.
Yeah, well, and to be able to look down on the peasantry. Where'd you go?
Going?
Where?
We're going to Lairdin's room.
I don't remember where Lairdin's room is.
Well, you're supposed to follow me.
I lost sight of you.
What do you know?
At last, the final fragment of Narquil has been... Why do I get dread around him?
Because he's a source of dread. You asked that last time.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? The final fragment of Narquil has been found. I must prepare now to take the ring south. The plans are nearly complete. I was perhaps wrong to wish Narquil reforged. I see now how dangerous the thing may be. It must be destroyed, and I believe there is but one place where that may be done. It is not far, but I deem it will be dangerous. Foes will assail us from every side, but we must succeed. Neither Marthriel nor Mordrembor must recover it. Farewell for now, Vontu. Why do I get a feeling this is not going to end well? Just a hunch.
Have
Will
to
you
see.
lend me your ear?
Greetings, Vontu. You have been of great help to me in the past, and now I have need of your aid once more. As you know, we will soon depart for Eregion, but there is much to be done before I leave. First, I would ask you to visit Phlegnaneth? in the Hall of Fire here at Rivendell and request provisions of her. Then I would have you journey to the Isle of Tinendor in Evendim and ask Nat Collop to send my trusted steed Arl back to me. Lastly, I would ask you to venture to Gath Forthnir and ask Goladir to return my breastplate to me. It has long been missing. When you have accomplished these tasks, return to me and we will depart.
It's so nice that I can teleport us all of those locations.
Oh, you can? Please.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yes, thank you. You totally made the right call going with a hunter for this.
Hunters are so useful.
Yeah, seriously. Wait, don't leave me behind! I don't have the speed buff!
Tut, tut.
Greetings, Vontu. Laerden's journey is not unknown to me. I've gathered many provisions, but I lack the fine clover honey I need to prepare Olympus. The waybread of the elves. I am given to understand, however, that there is an expert cook in the Shire, the land of the halflings. Young Peregrine Took suggested I send someone to Michael Delving to find this cook, but that journey is far, and we are busy with many preparations. Perhaps you would undertake this task. Journey to Michael Delving in the Shire, far to the west of Rivendell, and purchase some fine clover honey, then return to me.
I can teleport us there, too.
I know. It's wildly convenient. I was wondering why you weren't teleporting us, though, as soon as we got out of Laerden's room.
Yeah, let's talk to this chick first.
Makes sense.
Malignanath.
You have hunters on 10 servers?
They move around the map so fast. It's
Well,
so nice.
They do, and that's why I'm glad that you rolled one. Because it makes what we're doing so much more efficient. Oh, speaking of hunters, you want to, later today, you want to do some hunter playing on WoW?
Sure.
I mean, my guy's not long before Shadowlands, whereas yours still has quite a ways, but I'd still love to, do some playing with you.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Alright. Expert cook.
Alright, if I can select them.
Hello there.
Okay, where is this clover honey?
In their store.
Well, I gathered as much. I don't see it.
It's labeled as drop of fine clover honey.
Oh, drop. Okay. I need to buy 5?
So expensive.
Well, I was hoping there was a way I could just, grab those 5. Just like with shift. But apparently that buys 500. And I don't need 500 drop of fine clover honey.
Are you sure?
I'm not a cook.
You could be like that one character who got from 1 to next level doing nothing but cooking because he was a hobbit and he thought that was in character.
That's nuts. That's crazy. Okay. Where to next?
West.
Oh, this guy. Well, now, Laerden sends you to bring his horse back to him. That'll be a mite difficult, you see. He badly needs new shoes, and I haven't the materials to finish them. Without some dwarf steel cutlery molds, there's not much more I can do. I hear there's an expert metalsmith at Thorin's Hall out in the Blue Mountains way off to the west who might have some, but I can't leave. Perhaps you could make the journey to Thorin's Hall and purchase a few of the molds. I'm sure it could make it worth your while. My gosh, do I love the fact you can teleport us everywhere.
Yeah, this would be the whole episode if I couldn't.
Whereas with this, it's like 5 minutes, if that.
Around the map too fast for Laerden to even realize what we're doing.
Yeah. Welcome, new people to the stream. Glad that you're here, and yeah, feel free to chime in on chat. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us, and happy to be here with you. No hunter and no VIP for travel. That sounds rather miserable.
Yeah, I've done it before. It does take a while, but it's not actually hard.
No, but it just seems very time-consuming. I mean, we were fortunate, you know, the time that we weren't MVP, that you were Hunter, and we were able to zoom around the map pretty easily. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Oh, slight lag.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's always lag here, isn't there?
Lag just happens everywhere.
Well, it's just such a huge area.
Mhm.
I thought I got dread for a second, then I realized, wait, no, that's just heat. Am I talking to this expert metalsmith guy?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I buying?
Steel cutlery mold.
Ah. Oh, I need 5. Not just 1.
You good?
Yep, I'm good.
Teleport. I'd probably not enjoy that room. It's too hot.
That might be a bit hot even for me. If you're seeing, like, heat waves that, you know, that soon.
What do you need?
Or that soon into it. Well, these will do right nicely, Vontu. Or better to get dwarf steel molds than the dwarves. You tell Master Laerden that I'll send a rider down with Ariel as soon as the new shoes are finished. Or Arl.
Wait. Don't run away. I'm teleporting us again.
I was just walking a little bit away. Not very far. Okay, I remember this place.
Yeah, we gotta go talk to Goladier.
Yep.
You still with me?
I'm
Have I
right
left
behind you.
behind?
Nope, I'm right behind you. I didn't fall in the water this time. I didn't spontaneously want to go swimming.
Would you do something for me?
Alas, I know not where Laerden's breastplate may lie. I do not recall him wearing it when we came to Gathforthnir. There is one place you may look, but it is a terrible and dangerous place. When we first passed Ramath Deluin, we took refuge at a place called Dolendoth in Imled Balcorth. When the dead arose, we fled and left much behind. Perhaps Laerden's breastplate was among those belongings. If you wish to search Dolendoth, you will find the entrance in Imlad Balchorth to the south and west of Mirkwood. But beware of the dead.
What do you need?
This is when I can't teleport us to quite as easily.
Oh, okay, so... Can you teleport us to close by?
This is as close as I can teleport us.
No, okay. Ah! Well, there's my spontaneous swimming.
You spontaneous swimmer.
Happens every time we come in here.
The only way to get a bath in Angmar.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it.
Ah, Angmar, it's been a while.
I mean, you could say that, TD. You could say that. I started competing in swimming when I was like 4, and like learned how to swim when I was like 2 or 3. And so like I kind of just naturally am drawn to the water. So it's kind of basically any game I play, like especially survival crafting stuff. If I can be in the water and swimming, I'm usually spending most of my time doing that. But at some point, especially with Ark, I do that all the time whenever we play Ark. That's how it always inevitably ends. Is I spend like 90% of my time in the water. Would that be a fair statement?
Moment you've got a good swimmer and your scuba gear, you're in the water.
Yep. Because all you guys are scared of it.
I'm not scared of it. It's just not as fun as the rest of it for me.
Missing out. So much to explore. And there's the broken leg.
Builds character.
I mean, that's one way to describe it. Really, like I still love swimming. Like I still just love getting in the water. Yeah, I'm like almost more at home there than I am like on land. I don't know. I just grew up doing it, and it's just so much a part of like who I am at this point that I can't get away from it. Like, we went swimming with my best friend, his wife, and their 10-month-old?
Baby.
Yeah, their baby. Because it was his first time, you know, going in the water, and we did that last weekend, and it's just like, oh, I feel like I'm at home. Thank you, Sadie. We've we're very fortunate that we were able to hit it. So glad that you're back. Hope to see you again here in the future. And yeah, enjoy your food.
Right around here.
You sure it's around here?
It's in this general area.
Oh, okay, I'll take your word for it. I mean, there was a door right there.
Who is it? Ah, here it is.
Ah, perfect.
In the confusion which ensued during the abandonment of Dolendarth, many things...
Are we inspired for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the least of which was the breastplate of the Elf Lord Lear. But other things lie there as well. Best.
There's dead things here.
Oh, I've gathered that.
Gandalf's trying to be very ominous.
Alright, have fun with the game, Dilt. Hopefully Wales can pull out a comeback for you. Do you remember exactly where the breastplate is? Because there's a locker to the left.
I don't remember specifically, but we should check it.
Also, why do I have dread?
As a source of dread.
Because what is a source of dread?
That dead guy we just killed.
Oh, okay. Makes sense, I guess.
There's a few dudes here.
Just a few. It's a good thing that we outlevel them a bit.
Like by 2 levels, but yes.
Well, that plus inspiration is still making this a bit of a face roll.
Inspiration is so nice.
Yep. Was that always a thing from, like, the beginning?
I've always had it.
Interesting. The locker is empty. Laerden's breastplate lies elsewhere.
I think we disturbed something.
Xenu. We have angered the alien overlord, the alien god of Scientology.
Pretty sure he's not in Middle-earth.
Xenu is everywhere.
I think don't know about that.
Why would anyone want to camp out in a place like this?
Because it seemed more wholesome than outside.
I mean, maybe, but you got tombs, like you've got, you know, just like skulls embedded in the wall and whatnot. Like, shouldn't that tell you right there that this is probably not a wholesome place?
Here we are, this way. You want to go towards this spooky laughter?
I mean, not particularly, but I guess we have. I think that's what we have to do.
Like people who die in horror movies. Though people in horror movies usually aren't armed with weapons.
This is true.
It's not weapons that are worth anything. Look, a friendly guy.
Minion of Sauron. Ah yes, our search has unfortunately led to our doom. Who would have seen that one coming?
Not our doom.
That was nowhere near predictable.
I'm being shanked in the back.
I'm on him.
Oh, like he's not like gonna kill me. He's just. We were there preparing for the fellowship maneuver, and he was just stabbing me.
Yeah, because that's what they do.
Hey, he's dead.
Seemed easy enough. Elf breastplate.
Hooray!
And then you can just teleport us back to the place where Golandir is.
Yes.
Dathforth near or whatever.
Dathforth near, you are correct. Though technically on my button it says Guide to East Angmar.
Really? Okay then.
And then I can teleport us back to Rivendell, and then we talk to the food chick.
Convenient. It's very convenient to have a hunter for all this.
Wrong way.
Yeah, I know. That was Laerden's room. I remember.
What do you need?
I see you have found the breastplate, but it is in too poor condition to give to Laerden now. Allow me to have one of the dwarves here repair it. I would consider it a gift to my friend. I will have it brought by one of our messengers to Esteldin and on to Rivendell. Okay, what do I want to grab?
A cape.
Honestly, none of these seem to really be all that much better than Elrond's that radiant cloak, which is what I'm currently using.
Well, then sell it.
Yeah, probably will. Okay.
Ready to go to Rivendell?
Yep, let's do it.
Gosh, that was so handy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is, yes. Almost as handy as having a mobile store with us at all times.
That's handy too. Are you ready for a Region?
Oh! Crap, hold on.
What?
I accidentally made a mistake and sold the clover honey. But
Buy it back.
that's what I'm doing. I gotta find it, though. There we go. Okay. No, that was the wrong thing. I didn't want the monstrous claws.
Gonna make it?
Well, I thought I bought back the clover... okay. Yeah, I'm good. That's what happens when you just sell all and you haven't locked something, apparently. Oh, crap, I need that door... Oh, no, I already gave him the dwarven. We already turned in the thing for the horseshoes.
Yes, we did.
Okay. We're good. We're all good. We're all fine.
Price bird.
Yep. I'm not noobing it up right now. At all. By any means.
Never. You've never done that.
Oh, by the way, we're looking at like the 17th for doing another game day.
Oh, okay.
Just letting you know. Yes, this will do nicely. A very rich gold and sweet from the comb. You may let Lairden know that the Limbus will be ready ere his journey begins.
Back to Lairden. There's a note on his door.
Oh, he's already left. Vontu, I must apologize, but I did not think you would understand. Your tasks were little more than a diversion. I figured. I've departed already from Rivendell and have taken with me the shards of Narquil. I must return them to Narmaleth, or her mind will never be made whole. Wait, what? The love of my daughter, alas, must supersede all else. May the light of the stars shine upon your path. He's taking them back. You have to be kidding me. The whole point is that we're trying to stop Amarthiel, and he's taking from getting Narquil, and he's taking the ring to her?
You forget, he was tortured for some time. They messed with his brain thing. Bad news, Elrond.
Lairden has taken the shards of Narquil to Amarthiel. This is dread news, my friend. This development forces our hand. You think? You think so? Oh crap, neither one of these is particularly good. There. Vontu, it seems that Amarthiel's tormentors succeeded in breaking Lairden's mind. He has left Rivendell and seeks to bring the shards of Narquil to Amarthiel in the vain hope of restoring her mind to Narmaleth. Time is of the essence. We must learn quickly how far ahead Lairden has gone. We must try to overtake him before he can complete his purpose. Speak with Ladro-chan, the stable master at the stables to the west of here. He will surely have seen Lairden.
Let's go. We've got to stop him.
So are we nearing the end of the storyline here? It seems like we are.
We're coming upon the climax.
Okay.
But we are officially going to go to a Region.
So do we get to go see like the ruins of Celebrimbor's kingdom?
We do a whole, like, hour-long instance in the Ring Forges.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
And there's also one other ruin that we get to wander around in and kill guys.
Mm-hmm.
And in one of the rooms, there's a lot of dread. And if you stick around long enough, you'll see an image of Anatar the Gift Giver.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like just an image?
Yeah, just like a ghostly image of things that were.
Interesting. Well, that's cool.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool region.
Well, it sounds like it. I'm excited to go see it.
What can I do for you?
You seek news of Lairdon. He came to me 2 days ago seeking the use of the horse. He said that Master Elrond had given him leave to seek the traitorous Amarthiel. This was not the case. Please tell Lord Elrond immediately.
Back to Elrond.
Yeah? Elrond knows that he didn't. Or that this wasn't the case. Why do we...
We're just gathering news at this moment. Like, this tells Elrond how long ago he left, kind of a thing.
I guess fair enough. If we had Jeff Bezos type money, I would totally want to, like, build Imladris somewhere.
Thing is, you'd almost need to do it, like, in the Alps. I think the Rockies are too dry, and the Appalachians are not tall enough. You'd want a good snow-capped mountain range, but you'd want one that's not a desert.
Yeah.
We'd have to, like, go to Europe to get that.
Or New Zealand. Which would be fitting.
Would be.
Oh, that's actually not a bad point.
If we go further up, it's no longer desert.
Yeah. I mean, you could get to, like, you know, Canadian Rockies or even, like, probably northern Montana.
I think even Montana's probably a little too deserty.
No. When you get to, like, the northern parts of it, when you're, like, close to the Canadian border, it's not that deserty. Because you're talking about getting to, like, Glacier National Park at that point.
Sure.
The news becomes more dire with each passing moment. Alas for Lairdon, there is no time left to lose. We must act at once. Your news is most distressing, Vontu. I fear Lairdon's will was broken under the torments of Amarthiel. You have my approval to search Lairdon's room for anything that reveals the full purpose of his departure. I fear there is little time, for if he brings the shards of Narquil to Mirabel, Amarthiel is sure to be waiting there. Lairdon's room is in this very house. Go now and return when you have learned more. No kidding, it's in this very house. We've talked to him like 6 times. At least.
Some people have short-term memories.
Oh, crap. Oh! Did not nail that quite right.
And I was not the cause of that broken leg.
No, but it was short. I can't click Lairdon's
We have
journal.
to interact over here first.
Oh. The pack was evidently left behind intentionally, for it is terribly worn and would not likely have survived a long journey. You find a coil of rope, which Lairdon had clearly intended to take with him, but apparently overlooked in his haste to leave.
There's a map over here.
The map has a route sketched across it from Rivendell south to Eregion, but it contains no other clues. This journal contains many entries, but it lay open at one particular passage. The entry in the journal was open to detailed Lairdon's imprisonment at Samath Baal and his torture at the hands of Amarthiel and her minions.
You get to do your first session play.
What? What? Oh! Cool. What is this 200... Oh, okay, is that people going in? Because there was like 200 slots open.
I'm not sure about that. But essentially, you're going to play as that dude for this instance.
Okay, then.
It's a way that they tell story that you can't be present for.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I get that.
In Samath Baal, the elf lord Lairdon was tormented, both in body and mind. Even elves can only endure for so long, though Lairdon resisted to the last. When pain alone proved ineffective, Amarthiel turned to deception.
I have an important assignment for you, Bloodletter. If you carry it out well, I might allow you your choice of the treasures from our latest captives. The Trev Galorg may be poor, but sometimes they fashion things of great worth, and you might earn yourself a pretty bauble. I have received word that our mistress will be coming to Samath Baal to question the Elf Lairden, and I want everything to run smoothly during her visit. The corpses in the tower have given rise to tremendous blood leeches, and their filth and disease has been distracting for the rest of my servants. I want you to destroy the blood leeches before the mistress arrives. Okay, I'll be your Ortex man.
What about Orkin, not Ortex?
Maybe. Bubba Lifestyle, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Always happy to have new people join our little community here that we're growing. You know, there's other Angmarim here, but they're just like, Bloodleech, just gonna let it be. These Trev Gorlik have been in Samath Baal only a few days and already are tired of their wailing. Perhaps I will ask Morven if I may kill them. And all these prison guards are sleeping? That is... Come on, guys. You can't sleep on the job. That's how Epstein was able to kill himself. Right? Because we all know that's exactly how that happened.
You're a silly one.
What?
Said you're a silly one.
I mean, that is how that happened. Right?
Like that.
You see, now that has me thinking back to the scam bait I did with you know, Helen Wilson or / Drinkwater. Man, it would have been so cool if I could have gotten her to take a picture with the sign saying Epstein didn't kill himself. But I think I pushed my luck a little too much there.
She was pretty adamant on not taking a picture.
Yeah, I think that was the part where I lost her. 2 weeks. I worked 2 weeks on getting that scam to progress. To just you know, stringing her along, and yeah. Okay, so
The lady who gave you the quest.
okay. Okay, I guess I just need to keep finding the stairs to get up there or something.
Oh my god.
TD Growl, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's been here today.
Yeah, you know, guys, you know, I may not say this often enough, but we do appreciate everyone who tunes in, who contributes in chat, we just really appreciate all of you, and everything that you do to support the channel and just bring us to where we are. So, we've only been doing this since about January, and to get to affiliate this quick is really nice. All right, TD, yeah, have fun doing whatever it is you're taking off to go do, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time we're streaming. You've cleared the Tower of Blood Leeches. You will go far, Bloodletter. Perhaps I will tell our mistress of your dedication when she arrives. What, the Tarkrip are all asleep, and Luzdurk as well? I would never question our mistress, but I do not understand why she would send such spineless sluggards to guard Samath Baal. Surely the Bloodletters under my command are sufficient. Awaken all the sleeping Tarkrip and that useless Gorthrog as well. If he is to be Keymaster, he should be at his post outside the tower. Use your boot if necessary, Bloodletter.
I don't know if you recall, but we killed Morven when we freed Lairden.
I do. I do remember that.
We probably killed this guy, too.
What, all these Tarkrip?
No, Angmar Bloodletter.
Oh, entirely possible. We killed a lot of Angmarim when we were coming through here. Bless you, hun.
Thank you.
Did I? No, it's downstairs. Okay. Okay, where are the stairs down? Oh, there they are. Perfect, perfect. Oh. He's the last sleeping guard. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing as Morven about, like, they're all asleep. That seems kind of, counterproductive to their whole point and purpose. I mean, that's what I was expressing to even as well. Like,
Oh, you were. Yeah, it was just something else for you to do.
just busy work.
Something like that.
Our mistress has arrived, Bloodletter. Since you have been of such use, I grant you this boon, to watch her interrogation of the elf Laerden. Some few of your brothers have also been given this great honor, that they too may be rewarded. His will is strong, mistress. Yes, we are fortunate. Fortunate? I do not understand. I will make Laerden a more useful pawn. Oh, Father. Narmaleth, my daughter, is that you? How can this be? I do not have much time, Father. I cannot resist her for long. Is Narquil still hidden from them? Half they have found, pulling the location from my mind. I am sorry. But I've strengthened my resolve. They will never find the second half of Narquil. My daughter, why do you cry? It was the power of Narquil that brought me under her spell, Father. Only its power can free me from Amarthiel forever. But the ring lies sundered, broken in two. Its power remains. If the two halves were brought together, I could reforge Narquil. I could save you. Ah, hence why he's going to Eregion.
They tricked him.
Yep. One half of the ring is being kept in the fastness of Barad-Dûrgul. Perhaps one of your friends could retrieve it for you. But where lies the other half of Narquil? Forochel. It is somewhere in Forochel, but I do not know where. Thank you, Father. So the other half of Narquil is somewhere near the Ice Bay. Mistress, I would be honored to travel north in search of the ring. No, Morven, I have need of you here. There are other... What's wrong, mistress? Losdurk is dead. Laerden's allies will be here soon. Prepare yourself, Morven. Your death will be of some use to Angmar. Bloodletter, come here. You heard our mistress. Allies of the elf will soon arrive to bring him to freedom. Return him at once to his cell, Bloodletter. We will not give his friends the pleasure of seeing him alive.
Dun dun dun.
Interesting. So yeah, we probably did kill this guy. Because as you recall, she was, you know, summoning bloodletters to attack us.
Yep. I specifically remember you being like, aren't these guys gonna do anything?
Yeah, I did say that, actually. I remember that now. Now that you mention it. I am stuck on a loading screen. There we go, loading. Interesting.
Talk to the journal one more time.
Ah, okay. In his journal, Laerden refers to his visitation by Narmalef as an epiphany. He came to believe that... No. He came to believe that he could free her by giving her Narquil, the Ring of Amarthiel. That's all good. Well, these are both pretty good. Wait, what's the difference? Oh. Wait. They're literally the same exact thing.
Oh, then pick one.
Oh, okay, no they're not. Okay. They're very slightly different. Alas, this is sorrowful and dreadful news you bring, Vontu. I now understand how Laerden was broken. The evils of Angmar are truly great if they can turn a father's love for his daughter into a terrible weapon. This forebodes a greater evil still. I dread what is to come, Vontu. Laerden's journal brings me great distress. I fear the deceptions of Amarthia will bring Laerden to a terrible end. Will you hear me?
Time for another session.
Okay, then.
Because Laerden is way far ahead of us at this point.
I kind of got that impression.
Laerden's delusion is complete. Once Narquil is restored...
Ooh! Combat guitar!
Hoping to bring back his daughter. In folly, he will doom Eriador to fall beneath the shadows of Angmar.
Okay, so do I attack all these guys? Or do I just walk past them? I attack them.
Yeah, and you've got a bunch of skills and whatnot.
Wow, yeah, lots of skills. Frick.
But he's a bit beastly.
Just a bit. I mean, I'm still not entirely sure what it is that I'm doing with him. I'm just hitting buttons.
That's most of the job there.
Fair enough.
Most of the green skills are ranged skills. Most of the reddish ones are melee.
Okay, I will keep that in mind.
And then
They've
you do
just
have a
yeah, that's the last one in the slot. It looks like. Okay. I think I'm heading in the right direction. I mean, I see more enemies, so.
That is how a video game tells you you're going in the right way. But this is technically in Eregion.
Oh, really? Oh, I figured with the combat guitar it was, we were back in, I'm blanking on it. Numinous. Or the place with the Numinous.
Even dim.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome new people to the stream. Glad that you're here with us today. Feel free to chime in on chat, let us know who you are, and, yeah, thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us. I do enjoy the combat guitar.
I have that song if you want it.
I might take you up on that. Right now, though, it's not that big of a deal. I'm still not entirely sure where I'm supposed to be going.
You'll just keep finding guys as you go the right way.
Okay, if you say so. I'm gonna trust you on that.
Just keep following roads. You'll eventually find where you're going.
I mean, I assume up?
Yeah, up's pretty good. thing to do.
That usually seems to be the stereotypical direction you want to head in a situation like this.
Mhm.
You know, when it's open air, you want to go up. When it's, you know, when you're inside a cave or something, you want to go down.
Pretty standard video game design.
Yeah. Oh, Sharku. So we're talking about. Well, I mean, I saw white hand stuff. Yeah, white hand stuff. So these are all Saruman people.
Mhm.
Are they hunting for Narquil as well?
These are just generally the enemies you find in this area.
So
And evil things work with other evil things.
yes. Well, I mean, why are? Thing is, Saruman was looking for the Ring of Power. Why would he be looked in Eregion? Like that's what I'm not quite understanding. Like what?
I don't think these guys are specifically working at the behest of Saruman.
He said Sharku. Like this guy was just like Sharku always enjoys prisoners. Sharku was Saruman.
Yeah, but I think this guy's just kind of stationed in this area. Narmalith came, kind of a thing. Like, I don't think Saruman is specifically aware of all this Narquil business. Or at least he's not relevant to that story.
Okay. So the daughter's voice popping up like this, and the laughing and everything, it kind of reminds me of like the insanity meter in Green Hell. Can you see where I'm coming from with that?
I can. I never quite got that insane, so I never personally heard it.
Oh, okay. I'll give up the burden that you bear. So be it. My men will recover Narquil from you. All that you have known will be turned to ruin. Not if I can help it. Why not just do the dirty work herself?
Because she's a bad guy.
I know, but I mean, what? It just seems like a waste to be like, you know, my men are gonna do this. Like no, this is your moment of triumph. You know, Tarkin it up. Enjoy it. Relish it. And then get killed because of your pride.
It's not her time to die.
No, not yet, anyway. And Mikoro, hi! Welcome to the stream. Don't think we've seen you here before. Thanks for chiming in on chat. Happy that you're here. Like your first time watching anything LOTRO, or just your first time on our stream?
Yes.
Amni, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it.
Thank you. They got Lairden.
Yep, I figured they would. That's kind of how it was always going to end up. It's a fun game. It's a lot different than any other MMO I've played, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Largely because I am able to play this with my wife, and so. But it's a lot of fun. If you haven't tried it out, I'd recommend it. To think of Lairden's fate grieves me, but we can dwell upon it no longer. Greater still is the threat Amarthia will become if Narquil should fall into her grasp. I have little doubt of the enemy's intentions, though I do not doubt whether they will bear it out. That is our one hope. There is much ring lore of Eregion remaining here in Rivendell, for I myself wrote it, and much has been brought here thanks to the efforts of many. Sadly, this lore reveals little that might tell us Angmar's plans. Fortunately, my study of the lore has revealed one clue, a name. This name is Eglamer, undoubtedly an elf who is a trusted friend of Celebrimbor. He may have insights that will aid you if he still is to be found in Middle-earth. He may be in Kellendim. Many elves visit there before heading further south to the Grey Havens. Travel there, and if you find him, see what aid he can be to you in your quest.
We can teleport closer.
Okay, hold on. Let me, I gotta swap out bracelet here. There we go. Step bonus. Okay.
Woo. Let me think. What's the best way to do this? We'll go Bree.
Well, if you want to try it, it is free to play. Well, kind of, sorta. The first couple areas, you've got all the quests unlocked and everything. But then once you kind of get out of that starting area, you have to kind of purchase quest packs through, like, Turbine points or LOTRO points, which you can get in-game.
Basically, you can get up to about level 30 without having to purchase anything. And even if you decide not to purchase anything after that, the main storyline quest, which is what we're working on now, is free all the way up until Rohan. Or at least, yeah, until, like, around Helm's Deep. Which, there's a lot of story between the beginning and Helm's Deep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Helm's Deep, that's largely because of the fact they introduced the that there was just such a huge content patch.
And they
Right.
introduced the epic battles.
Yeah. Where am I going?
You're gonna go to Ered Luin, Kellendim. It's a swift travel one.
Okay.
But yeah, the game is super fun, and if you have any love for like Middle Earth or The Lord of the Rings or just anything Tolkien, you'll find plenty to love here.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that we are doing this is because both my wife and I are very big Lord of the Rings junkies, and so I still have to grab all that stuff from Dill. So, detach item. Hold on, I have to. Okay, there we go. I have gear that Dill sent that I have not yet equipped. So. But I will deal with that after the stream. You seek the knowledge of ringcraft in the long-ruined forges of Mirabel. I would turn you away if not for the fact Master Elrond sent you. He was a great friend to Celebrimbor, so I will lend you what aid I may.
Will you lend me your ear?
Of the ring lore of Eregion, I will speak little. It is dangerous knowledge I learned from the Dark Lord and should not be explored further. However, I will tell you this. In the days of Eregion, our Lord Celebrimbor gave to an elf friend, a man of Breland, one of his shaping tools. I would expect that this tool was buried with him, as is the custom of men. Surely you may find someone in Breetown who might know the location of this barrow where the I cannot talk today. Shaping tools lie. Or shaping tool lies. Perhaps someone at their town hall or a patron of the inn there, or even a member of their watch. Yay, back to Bree.
Teleport!
Yep. I will give you a little... Well, I will say this much, not to shamelessly self-promote, but to shamelessly self-promote at the same time, Emily. We do have a YouTube channel that we've linked in our, links area, where we've got every single episode since we started playing posted there. So if you'd want to kind of review the game and see what it's kind of like leading up to it, as you go through, you can do so. So, but that's up to you. I'm just letting you know that it exists.
So many stars in the sky.
There are a lot of stars in the sky.
Well, they don't have electric lights.
This is true. Not anywhere near as much light pollution. Do you know who we have to talk to?
He recommended the innkeep, so I'm going to Barlaam and Butterbur.
Well now, what is it you wanted again? Oh, the Barrow Downs. Why didn't you say so? That place has a bad name if you don't mind my saying, and I would stay away from there. But if you're determined to know more about them, you should ask Newbold Leafcutter up at the Scholar's Stairs Archive. Well, okay then. We will do that.
Do you want the name Newbold?
Not particularly. I'm pretty content with Nate.
You inside your horse, very much not on your horse.
I am very much on my elk.
Cat lady's house.
You always love the cat lady.
There's so many cute kitty cats in there.
Yeah, one cat is too many.
Except for when he's adorable.
Except for when he's adorable. Oh, Runekeeper trainer.
I am at your service.
But I guess he doesn't have anything to train me. Greetings, Bantu. Do you seek yet more adventures in the Barrow Downs? So you seek knowledge of the shaping tools of Celebrimbor and Mayendar the craftsman. I know the story well. Alas, the tool will not be easy to find if it even still exists. It was buried with Mayendar and Howdith Earkith, which It has become infested with wights of the vilest sort. Howdy Arkith lies in the southern part of the Barrow Downs, and Mayandar's tomb is found beside it in the cradle of a larger mound of the Barrow. Be wary as you journey. The dead do not take kindly to visitors. No kidding.
That's okay. The dead are like level 25.
No, I figured as much. I mean, we're very far past the days that we were doing that, just kind of grinding that out with Ilwyn. When, we got stream sniped and he just decided to kind of join us, which was fun.
Lots of minstrel noises.
Yep.
Despite all of these distractions, I will get you to a Region today.
Well,
We'll see the holly trees.
okay. What do you want to do for... Oh, well, actually, I have lunch. I still have pasta salad.
Yeah, didn't eat it yesterday.
We were doing your birthday dinner last night.
That doesn't mean never eat lunch.
I wanted to have space. Oh, yeah, that I've got leftovers from dinner, too.
Potato and those fries that weren't sniped.
Yeah, freaking Zach and my dad. Just, like, oh yeah, no, that's your side. And then as I'm trying to get through the baked potato with the ribs, they just, keep grabbing fries out of there. And it's just, will you two stop? You could have gotten fries out with your own order.
It's what friends and dads do.
Yeah, basically. They did seem to like it, though.
Despite the fact that they all got well done meat.
I know! Oh! It was... My mom's ordering filet mignon, my dad's ordering prime rib, and they're both like, medium well. I'm like, no! You're... No! 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 That is not how you do that meat! I tell you, when we move to Idaho, and we've got our own place, and we can start, doing grills and whatnot, my goodness, are we not going to put up with that? We will grill them steak, and it will be, medium to medium rare, and they will love it. They will love it. None of this medium well bullcrap.
Not for such nice cuts of meat.
I just it hurt inside when they asked how to have it done, and my mom was just like, well done.
And the waitresses or servers have to be all like, well, to get well done, we're gonna have to cut it in half and butterfly it. Are you okay with that? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, what, you should, why are you ruining such a beautiful cut of meat? And then she gets it, and she's like, oh, this is the peppercorn bacon, isn't it? Oh, maybe I should have just gone with the chicken. And I was sitting there thinking like, yes, if you're going to get a steak well done and have to be talked into medium well, yes, you should have gone with the chicken.
Are you still with me?
I'm right here.
I have no green dot.
I don't know. I don't have a green dot either, but I'm right behind you. I mean, overall, except for the terrible food prep choice. Did you go in this Barrow Down?
Yes.
Okay.
Tomb of Manadar.
Except for the terrible cooking choices, it was a good birthday dinner.
And we got nice pieces of meat that weren't cooked to leather.
Well, you got a steak, I got ribs, because I always get ribs. I do love ribs a lot.
Ooh, I'm getting a little laggy in here.
Me too, but it's not like we're in serious danger.
No, they don't even hardly notice we're in here.
They notice because we let them notice.
Oh, is there not in here?
There's enemies over here. Which, you know, as we previously established, this is how you know you're going the right way.
Yep. You don't even need me.
Well, like you said, they are, you know, in the 20s. You'd think for something like this, though, they would bump up the level.
I don't think they want level 20s to like wander in here and go, ah, everything's level 50.
Why? Then they know not to go in here. I see no problem with it.
Let them die. It will teach them a lesson.
Exactly.
No, this door has a minimum level 45, so now things should be on level.
Ah, okay.
Oh, look, your green dot's back.
Go figure. Yep, there we are. 51.
Now I almost want steak again.
As tasty as it is, no.
It's a rare thing. No, I'm not going to insist on it by any means.
I mean, if we were somewhere where we could grill steak, I'd say let's do it for the 4th of July, but we're not, unfortunately. Because the only place we can grill is really kind of out in front of our place and on or near the sidewalk, and that's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, and somebody would come steal our food.
That's also entirely likely, given the number of homeless people around here.
And then we would cry.
Well,
At least I would cry.
they would steal the food and get hurt in the process, so they would get the food and probably sue. So, but hopefully, hopefully this time next year we're out. We're somewhere else.
There's a dude down here.
Oh, there is. Oh, so there is. Yeah, hopefully this time next year we are moved up elsewhere. Well, not to elsewhere, but
I mean, that's a pretty place.
yeah, but you're not going to see it for another 10 years probably.
No, I can go visit it right now.
You're not going to. It's not going to be the main focus of a game for another 10 years.
One day they'll tell us what Elder Scrolls 6 will be.
Yeah, what it'll be is the latest remaster of Skyrim.
Making me sad.
Truth hurts sometimes. But you know it's true.
It's been 3 whole years since they just gave us that like shot of a scrubby cliff.
No, it's their teaser. But I mean, they did say that they wanted to wait till the next generation of like systems and whatnot was ready, right?
Yeah,
Like-
they definitely said it wouldn't be like a PS4 thing.
Well, because they said that they wanted the technology to be up to par with the game that they wanted to make. So, welcome new people to the stream. Glad that you're here with us today. Feel free to chime in on chat. Let us know who you are. We're always happy to have new people come here. And yeah, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. The tomb of Mayandar the Craftsman has recently been disturbed, and any relics which might have lain here have been removed. I'm gonna guess Mordrenbor.
I'm taking us back to Bree.
Do it. One day we should really go and do that join the bounders stuff so we can turn in the Mathams.
We could do that like after we're done storying today if you wanted to.
How long of a quest line is it?
I don't recall.
Maybe. Or we could just do it at some point during the week.
That too. Because we've got so many Mathams.
We really do. I might need... So, should I just start getting rid of these quests from 4HL?
I don't know.
Are we going to go back and do them?
For a while, probably not. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, if you hit a high level and you're just kind of bored of what you're doing, you can always go back and, like, deed hunt somewhere else. And if you wanted to do more storylines there, that would be the time to do it, essentially.
But I don't need to hold on to the quests for right now.
You can pick them all back up again.
Okay, I will probably do so. That's too bad, Vontu. More and more foul travelers have been arriving here from the south, and it would be no wonder that some of them are grave robbers. All three of these have to be shields. None of them useful to me.
Not useful to me either.
Yep. There is little else that I can help you with, Vontu. It's a pity that tool was stolen. I would have dearly loved to see it. Ah well. Perhaps you should return to the elf who sent you. Eglimar, was it? He may have more words of wisdom for you. Kellendam is far off. I understand in the shadow of the Blue Mountains. You will want to start off soon.
Not so far off when you can just take a swift travel horsey.
Yep.
My loading screen is lasting longer than yours.
Which is odd, because normally it's the reverse.
It's Bree. It's a little laggy.
That's not that big a deal. It is kind of cool to walk through Bree.
It is. Well, so this Scholar Stair, you see all these people on it?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't used to be that populated on here, so they did a revamp of Bree several years ago where they updated a lot of the models, they positioned a lot more NPCs, and they just kind of made it look nicer. Like, it still was basically laid out the same way, mostly, but yeah, they just made it more of a vibrant city.
Interesting. All right, to Kellendam.
Yes. And so then at that point they put a bunch of stuff on the Scholar Stair, because I don't seem to recall there being anything on the Scholar Stair before that.
Well, okay then. I will take your word for it. You would know better than I would.
Where are you?
I'm right by you. I'm just dealing with some rep stuff. So.
Are all your Cardolan artifacts?
Yeah.
How can I be of
This is ill news, Vontu. With that tool, Angmar may do great harm in Eriador.
Stay a moment.
It is tragic news that you bring from Breland. If I had to guess, I would say that Angmar is trying to rekindle the forges of Maribel and Eregion. Perhaps they plan to forge a new ring or repair an old one. Ah well, it is of no matter. There is much harm to be done if Angmar succeeds. However, before they rekindle the forges, they will need to mix the great bellows. The bellows were originally made of a fine elven leather that could withstand the test of time, but those are now rotted. Angmar could, however, replace the elf leather with dragon hide. It is strong and durable. There is a rumor that a dragon, lesser though it might be, once dwelled in the frozen wastes of Forachel. Go to Surikaila and speak with their chieftain, Yarna. He may know more. I am so glad that you can teleport us.
Can't teleport us, use your milestone.
Oh, okay. You can't teleport us there?
No, I haven't done the things I need to unlock that skill yet.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
But we left our milestone there, so we're good.
I was wondering why we hadn't Why you hadn't changed any milestones?
Well, and also we haven't really gone anywhere new that would require it. We've gone to only other places I can teleport us to.
This is true. This is also true.
Back in the cold.
Speak to Hiarna.
Yep.
One of the Vanavaki sent you to me. The last I remember seeing was the one named Laerden, and he failed in his task. What does this Vanavaki wish of the Lumavaki? Your Vanavaki sends you to find the lair of the great Lokakarme, the creature called Bregmore. I know somewhat of him, though I have never seen him. It is told among the Lumavaki that Bregmore was once of the scourge of these cold lands. Many hunters tracked him, but none ever returned. It came to be that one day Bregmore ceased to hunt the Lumavaki, and we saw no need to anger him further. If you wish to visit the Lohakarme, you may do so yourself. You will find his lair far to the west, southeast of Jotunstath, the home of the Eluka, the ice giants, as you call them. Okay, this quest is meant for fellowship. Let's do it.
You want to go hunt a dragon?
Sure. You know, it's funny, when you suggested naming this the Icy Bay of Foragel, around the Icy Bay, I was thinking, you know, like, we're not spending a whole heck of a lot of time in Foragel, because, you know, we just basically ran through the story stuff here and then kind of called it, or went elsewhere, and it's like, nope, now we're back.
We're back. We're
back
around it
again.
But now we can do the swift travel stable master option.
Which is nice. Okay, so swift travel to...
Digglegund.
Okay. Yeah, that is extremely convenient.
It's like a 10-minute trip.
I don't know, it's a ridiculously long trip.
It's a ridiculously big region.
Yeah, no, it's a huge region. I've noticed that.
You probably fit 2 or 3 of the Shadowlands realms in here.
Entirely within the realm of possibility.
Well, it takes like 2 minutes to cross all of like Ardenweald or Bastion.
Yeah. No, they're small. They're tiny. They're very tiny. Where'd you go?
Where did you go?
I had to sell some stuff. I just kind of stayed by the stable master.
Well, you didn't say anything.
Well,
about
I'm sorry. Okay, I see you.
I thought you just mounted up and rode with me.
Nope. Sorry. I should have probably mentioned that.
It's all good. It's not like I got very far.
No.
But we get good northern lights right now.
So we do. So indeedly we do.
I always do love that moment in Skyrim when you're like wandering around and it's dark, and all of a sudden the sky just lights up.
Yeah.
This is a special moment.
It is very pretty here. I'd love to actually go see the Northern Lights, like, you know, with my own eyes one day.
I would too. I've never seen them.
No, very few people who don't live in that area have seen them.
Well, I think if like the northern U.S. is north enough that you can see them on occasion. Like, you don't have to go all the way up to, like, Alaska.
Yeah, but if we're gonna pay the money to go, like, you know, on something to go like a Northern Lights tour, I'd want to go out where we'd have like a guaranteed chance of seeing them, because that's a lot of money. Like, I talked to John, you know, with the travel people, and he told me it was, you know, like $8,000 a person or something like that to arrange like a cruise.
That's nuts.
It's very expensive.
Is that you?
I'm right behind you. Oh, look, another territory marker.
We might eventually find 6 of these.
Yeah. May as well burn it while we're here.
Yep. Everyone we find, might as well just destroy it.
Yep. You've got an ice worm on you.
Yeah, we've gone a little far, though. Have to get around this mountain range here.
Now, where exactly are we going again? Oh, the Dragon's Lair, that's right.
Yeah, I gotta kill a dragon. Ah, darn it. Might have to go back the way we came.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
Not gonna let us Skyrim our way up the mountain. Well, I'm sorry.
It's whatevs. It's not that big a deal.
Biggest deal.
I mean, if you want to claim it as such, that's on you.
Just sit here and cry.
That is again on you. It's your right to do so if you so wish.
Well, what is an MMO if you don't get stuck on the wrong side of a hill eventually? Oh, is this it?
Really? I'm gonna. It might be.
Well, at least you didn't have to go all the way around the mountain again.
There we go.
That's it.
The champions of Eriador have been thwarted in their attempts to hinder Angmar's plans. All that remains to them is to keep Angmar from claiming the hide of the dragon.
Ooh, a dead guy. Ooh, more dead guys.
Yeah, I have a feeling that someone's beat us here. Just a hunch.
On a hunch?
Yes, on a hunch.
Powerful things, man.
Yeah. They almost always solve the case on Forensic Files. Whenever you hear Peter Thomas say, on a hunch.
Detectives did this thing.
Yep. They contacted Skip Polinick, who's like the Columbo of everything Forensic Files does. Him and his mustache.
Except for I don't think he comes back into a room and goes, and one more thing. And then he reveals the whole case.
Who are you referencing?
Columbo.
Oh.
No, that was the whole thing about the episodes of Columbo, is that, you know, he'd have some conversation with the guy he knows did it, and then the conversation would look like the guy was about to get away with it, and then he'd go, oh, and one more thing. And then he'd bring up some piece of, like, extremely condemning evidence, and just everything falls apart at that moment for the bad guy.
I've never watched an episode of Columbo. I will take your word for it.
I've watched one episode of Columbo, and that was because Leonard Nimoy was in it, and I was very curious.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's justification.
Well, this is a very young Leonard Nimoy. But I'd never seen him do anything other than Spock. was a doctor. Killed one of his patients, I seem to recall.
Interesting.
Another one's coming.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. That is locked.
Interesting.
Ew, I don't think this water's good for hot spring bathing anymore.
I'm inclined to agree. What's going on here? You're much stronger prey. I look forward to feasting on you.
Is it cannibalism if he's a human and we're elves?
I mean, humanoid? So I'd consider it as such, but yes. I guess. Now let us see how you fare against the hunter of the pack. I'm guessing we're going to do just fine.
We've killed many hunters. Though none of them named Magon.
Prey shouldn't be so strong. Well, that's... You're not going up against just regular prey.
Like how we're just keeping right up with him. Trying to run away, but he can't. Such a coward.
Eh. That's his own deal.
Are you a melee runekeeper?
Well, I'm not melee hitting, but I'm close enough range that yes. I essentially am.
Kind of looked like you were just bonking the dude on the head.
I'm sure I was doing some auto attack on him.
Oh, what deed did I complete? A class deed. Fun.
I was gonna say, like, how did you complete a deed and I did not? I thought we were supposed to be fighting a dragon in here.
Yeah, and these guys live in here.
With the dragon?
I mean, they've basically decided that they're more wolf than man. They just keep coming.
Yep.
No, we'll just keep killing.
So here's my question. Why on earth would Elrond leave Narquil with Laerden in the first place? If they know that it's supposed to be, you know, a minor ring of power, why would Elrond not just be like, no, you know what, this needs to be kept under guard. We have to hold this here to make sure that it is never potentially even having a chance to be remade.
Well, Laerden was probably pretty good at saying, no, it needs to be destroyed and all that stuff.
Yeah, and so keep it in the vaults until it's ready to be destroyed, until there's a way to be able to destroy it that's made clear.
But Laerden had access to it. It probably was stored somewhere. It wasn't just, like, in his pockets.
It sure seemed like it was in his pockets. I don't know. I feel like Elrond was far too trusting in the situation.
Well, remember, one of the other elves of the council had been like, hey, should we be locking Laird up? And he's like, this is not a prison. We won't be doing that.
Well, yeah, I remember that, and like that, I think is a reasonable approach. To me, it's more like we don't need to lock him up, but should we perhaps, potentially maybe take the half of the ring from him that poses, like this ring poses such a danger, and yet we're going to just let it still be easily accessible. Wow, there are a lot of these guys. Wait.
Look at your new favorite NPC.
Gosh, I can't wait to kill him.
He even took the dragon kill away from you.
Yep. New and serve Angmar once more. However, thou needest not concern thyself with that. Ithel, thou mayst have thy prey now. I must take my gift to my associates. So wait, does he work for... is he working for Amarthiel again?
You'll just have to find out.
I am so confused.
He's a bad guy doing bad guy things.
That much I've gathered.
I'm not confused about that.
It's just, I don't know what's going on with him and this new master and Amarthiel. Because now he's all like, yeah, we're going to reforge Narquil.
Well, if you recall, the last we saw of him, Amarthiel was pissed and punishing him for his
Treachery. Yeah, I didn't think that he would still be in her service. Okay, so now what do?
We might have to walk out and walk all the way back.
There's got to be a way. There has to be a way out.
I mean, there's the leave instance button.
Okay, well, we could just do that.
So right-click on your portrait, and there's a leave instance option.
Yeah, that seems like a fair approach.
And here we are. That was faster than walking back to the door.
Just a bit. Good thing you thought of that.
But yeah, that's why all those Guardine were in there, was because they had been part of the fight to kill the dragon. I didn't want to tell you that. The dragon was already dead.
Ah. Oh. Thank you for not entirely spoiling it, but that was, gosh dang it. I wanted to fight a dragon. And the only other dragon I know that we can fight is that one that you said is supposed to be in, like, the Angmar raid.
Or Misty Mountains raid. The one that we saw brought back to life is a dragon white.
Yeah. Wait, so there's a raid in the Misty Mountains?
I think so.
How many vanilla raids were there?
Hang on, hard to look at the group finder and do this.
Yeah, don't worry about it right now. We can look it up later. Welcome new people to the stream. Glad that you're here with us today. Feel free to chime in on chat. Let us know who you are. We're always happy to have new people here. And yeah, thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us. You're making friends very effectively.
I'm very good at it. These bears apparently want to give hugs.
You see, I doubt that because I've tried hugging these bears before and they did not reciprocate.
They don't want to be hugged. They want to hug.
I mean, I guess fair enough.
It's a crafting experience bonus weekend.
So it are.
Surikila, swift travel.
I'm glad that we've unlocked the swift travel stuff around here. Yeah, I saw it. That's funny, Coco. Yeah, no, this is very often what we this is a lot of what we do just kind of naturally most nights as it is. I mean, we play WoW together and whatnot, so I hope those are fond memories though that we're bringing back. By the way, welcome to the stream. Glad that you're here. I think this is the first time we've seen you, so yeah, thanks for joining us today.
My foot fell asleep and now it's waking back up and it's super tingly.
I always kind of hate that feeling. You should try having your foot fall asleep, and then when it's waking back up, like, first thing, you put it on, like, the spikes that we've got under my desk to dissuade the cat from walking under it. That's painful.
Like I remember once in, like, middle school, my foot was super asleep and I had to, like, get up and turn something in at the front of class and I fell right over on my face. Because, like, it had gone completely numb.
Dang. Aw, that's cute, Coco. Also nauseatingly sentimental, but cute. Bregmore was an evil creature, but it is sad still that such a great beast perished in such a lonely way. More troubling still is that the Raduvaki succeeded in defiling the person of the Lohikame. And Mordrimbor, why would he aid in this fashion? Is he not an enemy of Amarthael, seeking her ring for himself? It is very strange and troubling. And, of course, none of these I can use.
We've kind of hit a point where most of them won't be much better until we go to Moria and actually start getting higher content stuff.
Well, it's more that it's not stuff applicable to my class. You should return to your Vanavaki, this Eglamar. I am sure he will want to know of your failure. Do not forget to tell of the involvement of Mordrimbor. What it means, I do not know, but perhaps others will know what it foretells. I believe you said he dwells at the Vanavaki place called Kellendim, far to the south and west in the Blue Mountains. I would hurry there and speak with him. I get the feeling this guy does not like us a whole ton.
Well, they don't like outsiders a whole ton.
Yeah, but I mean, he's like, go report your failure.
I mean, technically we did fail.
I know. Just, I don't know. It seems like he's, I don't know. It seems like he doesn't like us very much, is the impression I'm getting.
Kellendim.
Yep. Off we go. Okay, so when you say that you pulled the Aragorn Arwen bridge scene in game to get her, like did you guys like recreate that, or like, yeah? I'm curious how you would have done that in LOTRO. True, I've gotten that impression. They seem very, very hostile to outsiders, as my wife just said. So, alas, there is little hope now that we may hinder Amarthael from reforging Narquil and bringing her armies to bear upon Eriador, especially if this Lord of Umbar, this Mordrimbor you spoke of, is aiding her once more. There is no more aid I can give you. With the hide of Bregmore and Celebrimbor's shaping tool, there is naught to keep Angmar from rekindling the forges of Eregion and reforging Narquil. You have failed, but think not too poorly of yourself. The chances were slim at best. You should return to Rivendell and bring this dire news to Elrond Half-Elven. Perhaps he will know what to do now. Rivendell lies in the Trollshaws, far to the east in the shadow of the Misty Mountains.
It's also on this button.
Convenient. Aw, that's cute. That's that's very cute. So, not quite entirely the same, but on a similar note, when I proposed to my wife, we went to this like 5-star restaurant at a resort, a ski resort here in the mountains, and like my cousin worked there at the time as like their catering manager or something like that, or events manager, and so she showed me around the week before and got me in touch with their in-house baker, and I got a cake that said, had written on it, I'd rather spend one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone, and like had the even star as like a little like side piece to the cake because they couldn't actually get the cake to form up in a way that looked like it, unfortunately.
That would be very hard.
It was a big ask, and the fact that they pulled it off as well as they did was remarkable. And oh my gosh, that cake tasted fantastic. But yeah, so something similar. And then the ring that I got her has the even star pendant on either side of the main jewel, and like the main jewel is a topaz, and there's a diamond on the pendant for the even star. So it's I made it very Lord of the Rings centric. So the ring forges will burn again. Amarthael will reforge Narquil and use it to lead her armies against Eriador. At her side will be Mordrimbor, who appears to have sided with her once more. If this happens, the North will be crushed, and though Rivendell will stand, it will only be a matter of time before we too are overrun. We must put an end to Amarthael's plans once and for all.
Hope is not in vain.
One last hope remains, Vontu, and vain it may well be. You must travel to Mirabel and try to put an end to Amarthael's plans. You must hurry. It may already be too late, but there is slender hope that she has not yet received the materials she needs to rekindle the forges of Eregion and reforge Narquil. Mirabel is far to the south of Rivendell in the land of Eregion. May the stars shine upon your road. Is he sending us there, or we have to...
Walk.
Okay. I wasn't sure if this was an instance one he'd shoot us to.
Well, it's an instance, but we have to go to it.
Okay. And we haven't unlocked Eregion yet.
We've never been there before. It's time to go in.
What? I totally landed that right. Okay. Where to? Where do we head?
Master.
I figured as much. Okay. I shall wait for you. Well, I'm of the opinion that Rivendell sucks a little less.
Like it a little bit better.
Well, it's not quite as confusing, and you gotta remember, my first impression of Rivendell was kinda tainted.
Gandalf.
Frickin' Gandalf. You're, 10 levels too low to even use the Travel Master here, or the Stable Master here, but I'm just gonna shoot you out to Rivendell anyway for a quest you can't even start. Thank you?
You've kind of had a vendetta against Gandalf ever since then.
He's been a bit of a prick in this. He's not exactly been super helpful. You're not cursed, Coco. It just sometimes things don't always play out. I mean, I've got a friend who somewhat similar situation.
What can I do for you?
So, but you just keep trying, you find it eventually. Believe me, I thought I felt the same for a long time, and it just when I met my wife, it just was really kind of okay. Where are you headed?
He had Candleth in Trollshaws.
Okay, but yeah, when I met my wife, it just it happened very, very fast. Like, I was not expecting it. And, yeah. Okay. Not necessarily. I mean, a friend of mine that I've got, he's gonna be 34 in September. I mean, so not close to 40s per se, but
Closer than he would like.
closer than he'd like. And he's finally seeming. He's got the first real prospect he's had in a long time. Recently. So, hey, hold up! I've got a broken leg, and I'm behind you. But yeah, so I mean, you never know when it happens. I wouldn't rule it out. If you want it enough, you can find it. Yeah, I remember questing here.
Yep.
I also remember being surprised that Gollum apparently ate babies.
Yep. He's an unfriendly individual.
I had no idea about that. Is that actually canon?
I think so, yeah.
What's going on here?
I was seeing what quest that was.
Oh. There was something to interact with there?
A broken crate.
Oh. Whatever.
I didn't know if it was a go into Eregion type quest.
Some girls can be into that, Coco. Honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, you find it when you kind of just least expect it. I mean, like I said, the night my wife and I met, I was not anticipating it at all. That, the girl that I saw that I kept feeling like you need to go talk to her was, yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen, and yet here we are over. I mean, frick, that'll be 6 years ago that we met in December.
That's nuts. It doesn't feel like that.
It doesn't feel like that at all. I could see where you'd get that.
Here you are. We've made it.
We're into Eregion. And Dill is not here to see us enter it.
And he's got to watch soccer.
It's football over where he is. So
Yeah, but we're uncultured Americans, so...
True. So Coco, where are you from, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm gonna come over here real quick.
Stablemaster and hopefully Milestone?
Stable Master at least. We'll get a milestone somewhere else.
Okay.
But now we have a path we can Stable Master into Eregion.
Fair enough. Should we grab quests here, or are we just basically going to focus on the story stuff at this point?
Well, since we're almost to like 53 and Moria starts at 50, I'm gonna say mostly just focus on story.
Works for me. I think I've been to Quebec. I know I've been to Canada once when I was a kid. I'm trying to remember where. I think it was actually British Columbia. I think it was British Columbia, because that's on the west coast, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think it was Quebec. I think it was British Columbia. All I remember is that there were we did some aquariums and other cool stuff. I mean, we had a fun family vacation out there. So Canada's beautiful, though.
I would like to go one day.
Well, if When we move to Idaho, we won't be terribly far, in just a few hours' drive.
No, I mean, we'll see if the borders ever reopen. 'Cause
That's-
they just extended how long they're going to keep them closed.
That's true. Yeah, so it was probably British Columbia, because just based on where we were living and at the time, and the fact I think we came back to the States through Washington State, so that would make sense. Actually, speaking of Washington State, did I ever tell you that my parents were looking at potentially moving there at one point?
When?
Shortly after I started college.
Interesting.
Yeah, they were looking at moving to somewhere, on the south, like southern Washington State, because, no state income tax. And then, because it's right on the border with Oregon, they figured they could drive to Oregon to go grocery shopping and whatnot, and so, like, no sales tax. Because, my dad is all about tax dodges, wherever he can find them.
He is a fan.
Yep.
Another stable master here.
That sounds exactly like where I went to college, Coco. Like, I graduated from college in Idaho, and I kid you not, I have seen it snow in July.
Nice.
No. It was not nice. Sod Umrovel.
But this is a beautiful region.
Oh, I mean, that's one of the things that I've noticed about LOTRO is that they put a lot of time and attention into just the landscape and making it very, very, very appealing. Like, visually, it's just stunning. Alright, see you in about 10.
Alright, so this is... so the instance we're coming up on is a long instance. It's the one I've been talking about.
Mhm.
So, I mean, do you want to do it today?
Is it really an hour?
It can be.
I mean, the two of us could probably bang it out pretty quick.
That's true, because you remember, I usually do it solo, so it's a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But,
I'd say let's just go for it, and then we could probably wrap it up after that.
well, and that'll be a good spot, because the story will do something interesting, and
Yeah.
we'll be on to the next chapter, essentially.
Sounds good to me.
Slight lag.
Yep. We're also being chased by a wandering Darkwing.
Oh no.
I know. Behold the horror.
So this road we're on, if we went in the other direction on it, we'd end up at the walls of Moria.
Oh, really?
We're that close.
Oh, well, yeah, that sounds about right, because, like, they were in Eregion when they found the Gates of Moria.
Yes, they were. And I can take you up as far up Karadras as the game lets you go.
Is there a point to do so?
There might be a deed for hitting the top, but it's mostly just something to do because that's what was done in the books.
Fair enough. Hey, Blade. Good to see you again. Welcome to the stream.
And I don't know if you recognize it, but this is where we were when we were playing as Laridan, right here.
I do now that you mention it. I probably would have recognized it as we went up.
And there's a stable master up here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this place is usually a little town. Or a little... Not a hub, even. Just a place with people.
And yet we didn't see them when we were here with Lairden. Interesting.
Maybe Lairden killed all the bad guys.
And allowed these people to actually set up their little encampment?
Something like that.
Works for me.
He did kill a lot of guys.
He did. He killed a lot of guys.
So that right there across the river is the ring forges.
Oh, cool. And so that's where this instance we're about to jump into is going to be?
The door's right here.
Ah.
Angmar has gathered all they need to kindle.
Are you ready for this?
The champions
Probably not.
of Theodore must now travel to Mirobel and do whatever they must to foil the plans of Amarthiel.
What do you mean?
I was a fool to be deceived so easily by Amarthiel, and it has led to this. There is hope, however, for she left me alive. Perhaps if she can be hindered from reforging Narquil, Narmaleth may be reclaimed. To enter into Thamirdan, you will need to defeat the Gortharog who holds the keys to the forges. His name is Strock, and he's a mighty foe. Hurry, Vantu, there is little time to lose. Is Lairden finally dead?
No.
Oh. Alright, well, let's do this.
Time to kill everybody.
Am I going to need a spec heals for this?
I don't know.
So far, it does not seem such.
But the number of dudes has increased.
This is true. But we are also, 2 levels above them.
We
Which
are.
sometimes that's all you really need to be.
And we're inspired.
This is also true.
So it's really funny whenever I get the disarmed debuff, it removes my melee weapons, but not my bow,
Which, yeah, so disarm really doesn't really do anything for you.
basically.
It's like disarming a mage in WoW. Big frickin' whoop.
But yeah, this place is big enough that it has its own deeds.
I'm gathering that. This is a big instance, like you were saying. Well, we'll just muscle through it.
Yep, we'll just kill everybody.
I am all for killing all the things. Welcome, new people to the stream. Glad that you're here with us today. Feel free to chime in on chat. Let us know who you are, and yeah, we're always happy that someone's willing to spend part of their Saturday with us. So yeah, thank you for being here.
Oh, you went for that campfire.
I mean, I wasn't entirely I got lag. Okay, there we go. Whew. I was worried that it was not going to end well for me. It still might not end well for me.
A lot of dudes.
Just a bit. You already killed all yours?
2 of mine were stabs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whereas every dude I got here is elite.
But yeah, usually when I solo this, I will die once or twice.
Do you need me to spec heals? Do you think it would be useful?
I think right now we're pumping up on pumping out enough damage. It's not too big a deal.
Okay. Whose bodies are these? Wait, are these Angmarim?
He's just an angry dude.
He's killing his own people?
Nobody's allowed near him.
Apparently. Oh, he had a present for you.
That's so nice of him. Nice.
Yep. Okay.
We got the key. Now we can go in.
Sweet. So once we're inside, how big is the place?
It's bigger than the outside.
That's helpful.
I'm going for the scout
Okay.
before he joins up with that campfire.
It's probably a good call. Plus, I mean, that's a bunch of free orc kills. So. Did you not get your fellowship action thing?
I did, but I was on the wrong guy.
Ah. Whatevs. We're still kind of face rolling everything. So these pale folk, those are like the kind of feral dwarves, aren't they?
Something like that. I don't know. They're just like a slave race.
Well, like I seem to remember that's what we saw in one of the videos that we watched of, you know, like Lord of the Rings or whatever, or History of the Ages. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Are there going to be more orcs that we kill, or did we kind of lose out on that deed?
We can come back in here even once we finished it.
Oh, okay. Dusty Manual. What's this? Okay.
There's a deed.
Oh. Found. Okay. Do we have to go kill this Gothrog champion?
No, I don't think so. I think we could just go through this door if you wanted to.
I mean, I don't mind killing the Gothrog champion.
What do you want to do?
I was just asking if we had to. If we... I don't really particularly care one way or another.
The ones that are called horn blowers, if you let them blow their horn, they will summon more dudes.
I kind of figured as much. That's usually how it goes. Like any, you know, criers, hornblowers, scouts, stuff like that. Those usually are the ones in any game that will, they'll summon more.
So we need to kill these dudes, and I want you to take a look at this mural.
Okay, well,
Oh, you got that guy.
yep. Because, well, this is where I thought you were headed.
It's all good. We were gonna kill him anyways.
Oh, okay. Works for me.
Well, we need to go through that door. But look at this mural on the...
This is Anatar the Gift Giver? Or Lord of Gifts or whatever? But this isn't the thing you were telling me about earlier.
No. Though you will notice you get tons of dread from just standing here.
Yeah, frick.
Hang on a second, I want to let that dread go away. And I want to get a picture of it.
Go for it. Oh, wait, there's a rotten manual right here.
Yeah, there's that too. So much dread.
Did you get the manual?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I mean, I'm just kind of killing everything I see around here.
You would.
Yeah, because I can. Because, you know, why not? This is my highest character. This is, like it says in the tags, this is my first playthrough, really, and so, yeah.
My highest, what is it? 120 something? Like, she's still in Mordor. She hasn't even gotten past that story. But yeah, I'm coming with him because it's more fun to do it together.
Yep. This is true. It is.
Not to mention, we're hitting the exciting parts of the story.
That's one of the reasons I suggested, you know, we keep going, because I am actually very curious as to see how the rest of the story plays out. I want to know who this other Master Mordrimbor was talking about it is supposed to be, and why all of a sudden he's decided he's back working for Marthiel again. The mistress foresaw that you would come.
I hope so. We've been on our heels.
She said that you have proven most resourceful in the past. However, I fear that your resourcefulness will not avail you this time. Oh, you are quite wrong. Although you are on par level. Where'd she go?
Fine.
Ah. Oh, one more Angmarin and we'd get the deed.
I'm sure we'll see more.
Oh, I bet we will. We probably will. One vile bronze coin. What is this vile bronze coin? Oh wait, I didn't. Yeah, never mind. It's in my pending inventory,
No, it's in your wallet.
or it's in my wallet. Hello, Amarthiel. You've sacrificed much to arrive here, Vantu. Yet all of your efforts were for naught. You are too late.
Yeah, this went a lot faster.
Narquil has been forged anew. However, I do not wish to seem ungrateful. For you have proven a boon companion in all my labors, so I will allow you to be the first to fall before Narquil. Come now, claim your reward. Okay, I cannot wait to kill you too. Whoa! That's a lot of dread. I am stunned, by the way. Can I get out of this stun?
Look at your buffs and debuffs, see what it tells you.
Wow, she is, okay, I thought that, I thought this might be a bit more... a bit easier, but I guess not. She is, Why do I keep cowering in fear?
Do you just have that much dread?
I mean, I've got a lot of dread, nowhere near as much as you do, but... That might be what this whole... That might be why I'm getting stunned like this.
Oh, she's saying something.
You have fought well, but it is time we end this. Behold the power of Narquil reborn. A booming voice echoes, Mistress Amarthael, the true Lord of Angmar, requests your presence. Mordrimbor, what madness is this? Mordrimbor, Lord of Angmar, you seek above your station, fool. Narquil is mine once more, and none shall stand against me. Oh, mistress, thou dost not take my meaning. I spoke not of myself, but of another. As I said, Angmar's true lord bids thee to come before him. Speak plainly, Mordrimbor, or I shall end your miserable life. Come then, mistress, I will bring thee into my lord's presence and put an end to your questions. Let us first make certain this rabble dare not disturb us. Oh. Okay, I gotta see what's going on.
Yeah, we gotta go disturb them.
Of course. Now, Mordrimbor, you will see the power of Narquil. Come, tell me, who is this master of Angmar of whom you spoke? Thou shalt see for thyself. Look to the skies. Behold, the master of Angmar. I had a feeling... Wait, Mordorith. Okay, never mind. That is not where I thought. Is this possible? Foolish Amarthael, my spirit is bound to the Witch King. It would take more than an elf sword wielded by a worthless ranger to defeat me. Although formless, my spirit remained in my master's service. In his dark city I was reclothed. I knelt before him, seeking both forgiveness and permission to exact my revenge. He bid me wait, wishing to see how his realm fared under your command. He was not pleased. Seeing his growing displeasure, I entered into a pact with Mordrimbor. In return for his betrayal of you, I would permit him to take Narquil for his own. He readily agreed. Yeah, I can't imagine there's a lot of loyalty among these people. Now, Amarthael, once champion of Angmar, will you stand aside for Angmar's true lord? Stand aside, fool! See the power of Narquil reborn. Your choice comes as no surprise to me. Indeed, the Witch King foresees all things. He knew regaining Narquil would lead you into folly. Narquil is powerful, true, but it still holds no sway over me. That my power flows from the Lord of the Nazgul himself. Now behold your undoing. Oh. Wow. Mordrimbor, your prize awaits. Thank you, my lord. I have long awaited this day, mistress. Allow me to relieve thee of thy burden. Cease thy struggles. Narquil is mine. Good, my servant. Now finish your task. End her life. Wow, this is as you command. Stay your hand. Laodin, I am surprised to see you here. Have you not failed your daughter enough already? Your words have no power over me, Mordorith, for I know your true name. I remember when your armies routed Angmar on the fields of Fornost. I remember the brave king who foolishly rode forth to Minas Morgul and was... Wait, what? I remember when you were called Aeonor and were one of the Witch King's most feared foe. Silence, that name means nothing to me. Oh, okay, interesting. Mordrimbor, take his voice. With great pleasure, my lord. You shall pay for what you have done to my daughter, beast. Ha, it is thou who hast met thy end. Narmaleth, only Dunakar. Father? What a touching scene. Okay, so he... Wow. I could not have devised a more perfect punishment for you, Amarthiel. I leave you now hopeless and broken. Let us go, Mordrimbor. Angmar awaits my return. That was not what I expected. Amarthiel pays you no mind, for her grief is all-consuming. Although she has suffered terribly at the hands of her former allies, she may yet pose a threat to the north. You must take her away as a prisoner of the Free Peoples and leave her to their mercy.
All that she desired seemed within her grasp, yet her father's betrayal of the Free Peoples was rewarded with a betrayal against her. Mordorith has returned, and Eriador stands on the brink of conquest by the forces of Angmar. As for Amarthiel, what future awaits her? Her fate is uncertain.
Okay, yeah, I did not expect these things to kind of play out this way. Interesting.
Dun, dun, dun.
Very interesting. Huh, that's a cool little feature that they would have done back in the day there, Coco. Interesting.
How can I be?
Master Elrond writes you in his library, Vontu. You should speak with him at once. Oh, we didn't go through and see the image of...
I think... No, that's in a different ruin, and I think it's still to come.
Okay. Wait, can we see Amarthiel?
Yeah, we can go look at her.
I mean, we're here. Why did they bring her back here, though?
It worked once, it'll work again.
Well, did it work?
Well, it didn't work because Mordorith showed up.
Well, was it even working to begin with?
Well, they're not aiming for rehabilitation right now.
Oh.
Unless she's in it.
Here she is. I mean, I still think it would have made more sense to take her to Rivendell.
That might be too dangerous. Rivendell is a hidden place.
That's true. Good point.
Teleport?
Sure. Yeah, I know. That was quite an interesting turn of events, wasn't it, Blade? That is not what I expected. Yeah, no, I know who Aeonor was. I just wasn't... I know who he is. I just wasn't sure... Like, I didn't know that they were going to bring him into the storyline as Mordorith. That one I did not see coming. But, like, I know... Aeonor was the last king of Gondor.
Yeah, and it was to Aeonor that Glorfindel made the... Well, that the prophecy was made that not by the hand of man shall the Witch King fall.
Yeah. But it was Aeonor's pride and his unwillingness to not be made fun of by the Witch King that led him to, you know, run off to Minas Morgul, and him and his retinue were never seen again.
Yeah, and so, I mean, that story was left very open in Tolkien, and they did something with it.
Well, I mean, even still in Tolkien, like, there's evidence that people were... Oh, okay, fair enough, Coco. That people were speculating that he could have been, you know, turned into a servant of the Witch King.
It would be a punishment that a creature like the Witch King would see as a good one for a creature like Anner.
Yeah. The shadow has not yet lifted, not as long as Narquil rests in the hands of Mordorith. But you have scored, bless you, hun. But you have scored at least one major victory for Eriador, and Marthiel has been captured. Alas, though, for the loss of Laerden. He thought he could bring forth his daughter from Amarthiel. We must learn whether he succeeded. And we're on to book. How many books are there?
Yes? I think this is the last one.
Okay. I am concerned, Von Tu. As I am sure you are, by the capture of Amarthiel. Though she has been stripped of Narquil, she may still pose some threat to the unwary. It is no small choice deciding the fate of Amarthiel, but there are other pressing matters. Strange news has come in from my scouts in the south. I must concern myself with these things as well as others, and I have tasked none less than the elf lord Glorfindel with the matter of Amarthiel. See what counsel he can give you, and maybe you can offer him some aid in rendering his judgment. You may find Lord Glorfindel outside of my house to the southeast. I mean, I kind of want to see where things go at this point, but should we leave Book 15 till the next stream?
That is up to you.
How long is Book 15 going to take?
I can't give you a number.
You know what? Maybe we leave it to the next one, because that way, that would give us basically the entire stream to do that.
Okay.
So we will probably call it here then, and just do some kind of wrapping up stuff here at the off stream. But thank you all so much for joining us today, and yeah, we'll be back next Saturday. But yeah, until next time, I'm Vanlin.
I'm Yamiel.
And this is Cow Elf Gaming. We'll catch you in the next one.